One fan, $300,000. If you're tired of fans spending $399 and leaving, if you want to attract wealthy guys who stay with you through thick and thin, who spend $5,000 to $10,000 a day, then this video is for you. And I'll make it really easy for you to follow. I'll give you 10 steps that are actually being used by your agency. It's a real case study. We have one subscriber, let's call him E, and E spent over $250,000 in a year. And if you want to have the same results, stick with me, let's dive in. Point number one, custom messaging. Imagine person number A and person number B. Person number A is texting you, hey, how are you? And person number B texts you, hey, I was just thinking about you. Oh my God, the weather's so nice. I was thinking about the picture you sent to me yesterday in the gym. Maybe one day you can teach me, but for now, how's your day going? I over-exaggerated, of course, to bring that point across, but it's just such a difference in energy. This one is really feminine. This one is just short. Pretty short, doesn't really show interest. Obviously, this is not something you should always do, but on OnlyFans, you need to show the person you want to form a connection with some form of effort. This was just an example, but it's a significant difference. Second point, small talk with no agenda. Not every conversation has to have an agenda to make people pay. Sometimes you can just talk and yap about anything really. But to do that, you have to understand the people you're chatting with. They don't have the highest social skill. Sometimes they don't know how to lead a conversation. Sometimes they might challenge you, but sometimes not. What do I mean by that? It's like you need to be really good at guiding and leading the conversation and asking specific questions. Like, for example, what's your favorite show? This is a real life example. For one of our subscribers, we're only texting about a specific show. It's called Stranger Things. And we text with him at least an hour a day, just about Stranger Things, about the characters, about the little inside jokes you build over time because you share the same hobby. At the end of each session, he spends in tips $400 just because you have a common hobby you talk about. That doesn't always needs to be an agenda. Sometimes you can just talk about anything really and form a deeper connection. Point number three, use every signal he gives you. What do I mean by that? If he comments on your post where you wear a blue bikini and you're on the beach, like, oh my God, you just liked my picture where I was on the beach. How do you like my bikini? Do you think that's my favorite picture there? He liked something and probably hope that it triggers a reaction because he doesn't feel confident enough to text you directly. So use it to your advantage and text him. Point number four, really simple. Message him when he's online. You see him being online, you send him a message. If he doesn't answer, send him a second message. If he still doesn't answer, send him a third. No problem. Like, obviously don't spam him endlessly, but if somebody's online, use that. There's loads of competition on OnlyFans and you have to do your best to reach out to people and form your way of building up conversations all the time. Like, be active 24/7 and build up these conversations, because if you don't, then someone else will. Point number five, voice messages are a cheat code. There's different ways of communicating. Obviously, text is very visual, you just see it, but you don't really know what the person opposite of you means. Like, you could say, how are you? Or how are ya? Or how are you? And it's completely different range of emotions in your voice, and it could mean so many different things, especially if you haven't used audios before, right? And then all of a sudden you get an audio, it does something with you, you're kind of like excited. Oh my God, this person sent me a 30-second audio, and all of a sudden you're excited. And you know, you can use that in different ways. I mean, if somebody, for example, didn't open and unlock your PPV, it could be an audio that's a bit more questioning. So, for example, hey, like, I just, I got ready for 30 minutes just to make you this sexy bundle, and you haven't unlocked it. Is there something wrong with it? Was it maybe not something you wanted to? Because you told me you wanted to, right? It just makes me a little bit unsure, and I don't like that feeling. If you could tell me, that would be awesome, And then all of a sudden, like, it gives you that real connection with the person. However you want to implement voice messages, it's really, really vital and forms a deeper connection, because obviously that's something that not every subscriber gets. And don't abuse it too much, because if you only now use voice messages, obviously they always want it. So it has to be something special. Point number 6, give before you take. If somebody spends $1,000, why would he need to spend more to receive more? Like, if somebody significantly spent a good amount of money, just give him something for free. Give him like a free picture or free video, or just be really appreciative. What we do is we send random pictures in the morning, so only for people who actually spend money. Think about it. If somebody actually gives you so much free stuff, why would you then not want to actually give back? Like, to actually take a moment, because I want you to understand that it's a form of showing humility. And in this industry, it's super salesy. People always want to create a cheaper offer, want to throw more so the subscribers end up with them and buy them because it's cheaper and there's more in the package. But imagine if a girl is really, really cute, you're cute. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You're a cute person and you send stuff for free and send some selfies and little things. A man will 100% love that and want to give back. That's just the psychology behind it. So don't be stingy. Point number 7, aftercare is not optional. Women love to cuddle. And I don't know why, but it's their way. I'll give you a scenario here. If you're intimate with a guy and then all of a sudden you get out of bed and put your clothes on, you just leave, a guy would think, why doesn't she want to cuddle? Like, she's really insecure. And that's the same feeling when a subscriber just spends after a session with you. You send them some pictures, he joked his banana, and then all of a sudden you're gone. That's a really terrible feeling, especially because it's a value exchange and he spent money. You have that post-nut clarity, so you want to be there with him and give him some words of affirmation, tell him how special the day was with you, and just give him a good feeling. What you also could say is, hey, like, I love how confident you were. You came in, you led the conversation. It made me feel really good. And I just want to tell you, like, I'm so obsessed how confident you were. If you have no idea how to do this properly, I have a free script I want to send to you. So here's my Instagram. Just text me the word script and I will send it to you manually, because I don't have a ManyChat automation, but we have loads of these scripts and I'd love to share one with you. Point number 8, respect his budget. Look, everyone has a budget. It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or if you're poor. It doesn't matter. Everybody approaches things differently and has a budget, because if you have a couple people who, for example, you know they have a $100 budget, you send him something for $100 a day and he's happy with that. If you're in lane with the budget, he's always going to feel aligned to buy more. Because, for example, if somebody has $100, if you pressure him into buying something for $300, then he's going to feel really upset after and he might not come back. So if you manage the art of respecting his budget, then you will win. What's also really good is if you find out when he gets paid. In different countries it's different. In America, for example, I think bi-weekly. In the UK it's weekly. In Germany it's once a month. So if you know that he gets paid every Friday, obviously then you can future sell already. On a Wednesday you can text him and be like, do you remember the lingerie you really like and I sent you a picture of that I wanted to buy? Guess what? I just bought it and I'm gonna make a really, really special piece of content for you, and I just bought flowers and candles and I want to surprise you, and it's gonna be really special. He's gonna think about Friday. You then can create a piece of content that will absolutely blow him away. So think smart, figure out when people get paid and respect their budgets. Point number 9, give the subscriber a real exclusive type of feeling. How can you achieve that? If you have a Snapchat account, for people who you know are really, really committed, give them a Snapchat account. And I know people say, don't funnel people away from OnlyFans, but I'm also seeing it in a way of, hey, he hasn't texted you in like 2 days. Send him a sexy snap. Be like, hey, oh my God, I'm just online on OnlyFans right now. Why haven't you texted me yet? And this way you can always get subscribers back. And for them, it's like something special to have your Snapchat and be able to reach you there. Don't overdo it. You shouldn't be texting with him there 24/7 because you can't set him content there. But definitely use it to your advantage where you can get a subscriber back. We had so many huge spenders who weren't texting us, but then we kind of snapped him and we're like, hey, like, I'm waiting for you. You haven't been online in a long time. And then they came back. So I always think about, how can I build an exclusive feeling that makes him believe that he has more access to you, when in reality, you just use that to create that feeling, to get him back on the platform. And last but not least, point number 10, I'm gonna talk a little bit about mindset here. Because who are you to think that just because you have an OnlyFans account, you're entitled that people pay big money to you? I want to challenge this perspective a little bit. And I want you to think about your favorite spot, your favorite hotel, your favorite restaurant, and think about how much effort they put in to create an experience that's truly magnificent. Like when you enter a 5-star hotel, think about the smell. Think about how they greet you with a glass of champagne. There's so much little details. Like think about the slow jam music that's being played. So what's happening when a subscriber comes in? How do you greet them? How can you make it special? What happens when you receive the first piece of content? What happens after that? What happens on day 2? Like think about these sequences, how you can actually form a real experience for your subscribers. Because I'll tell you this, if you manage to see it this way, with that mindset, you will have so many people who are willingly spending because the competition ain't that high. There are people who just spam out PPVs left and right and expect them and pressure them into paying. But if you actually care and you sell an experience and people don't feel like you just are needy for their last dollar, then people will willingly spend loads of money just because you went the extra mile. This mindset will make you think really differently about chatting with subscribers. So if you haven't texted me on Instagram yet, here's my handle again. Send me the word script and I'll send you the aftercare script. And that's it. Peace out and I'll see you in the next one.